Write a script that splits a file into smaller chunks. This is a coding interview problem that can help assess the seniority level of a candidate. In this episode, we will explore a typical naive implementation, and then we will see a more mature solution to this problem. Before we move on, I am Rafael, this is Coder Cave, and if you're interested in software development, you should consider subscribing to this channel. Let's code. In this video, I'm going to use Python to solve the problem, but obviously this is not the only language you can use. This problem is generic enough so that you can use C#, Java, golang, whatever you want to solve this problem. The naive solution to the problem is to load the whole file into memory and then create smaller arrays with the chunks of this bigger file and flush them to disk. This will usually work, but there is a big flaw with this approach. What if the file is huge and your system doesn't have enough memory to handle that? This is the naive implementation because the coder assumes that the files are small, which they generally are, and that the code runs on their developer machine. To show how this is causing problems, we will instrument this naive implementation with ps-utils. It has an utility method that inspects the physical memory. And you can see that by loading this 17 gigabytes file into memory, we almost run out of usable memory on the system, and the script runs excruciatingly slow. Why is this a sign of a junior developer? Because the coder assumes that the script runs on a capable system and that files are small. Those are two big assumptions that were probably not even validated ahead of time, and definitely they are not stated in the problem. A more mature solution is what I used in the split join files script that you can find here. This is using streams, and with streams you are reading the original file byte by byte and you are writing the chunk progressively. This is not assuming that the system has enough memory to handle the whole file, and it doesn't make assumption on the size of the original file. This way you can have a really poor machine handling very big files. Or you can also have a very powerful machine handling very small files. That's not a problem. This is a sign of a more senior developer because the script can run on any kind of machine, really poor or really powerful, and can handle all sorts of files. Even though you are unlikely to use this code in your day-to-day work life, this problem can still give you a very good insight in the thought process of your candidate. And even if you can solve this on a whiteboard or with pseudocode, I would still advise to do the actual coding of the solution. It may take more time, but it will give you a better insight into how the candidate is handling details. Also, with pseudocode or whiteboarding, the candidate may claim that they know how streams work when in fact they have no clue. So do the actual coding. If you're planning to use this problem in an interview, leave me a thumbs up and then let me know in the comments how it went. If you haven't done it yet, you can hit subscribe and you can check suggested videos here. Maybe it's stuff you can use